40 days to 40. So today is the halfway mark, 40 days to 40. There's 20 days left. So everybody's been sick this week. I feel like I might be getting it, but I'm not sure. I think halfway mark is a good reflection point, and I'll have some thoughts tonight about that. But I'm gonna make some coffee right now.
I can do a little dance.
Dance, monkey, dance. Is this thing on? Hello? Yes. Okay. We are rounding out week 2 almost of people being sick in our house, and Jen is finally getting better. We were a little worried. We went to urgent care actually because we were worried, but she's fine. She's fine. We got some meds. We got yeah, she's on the mend. She's feeling better. Woot. So that's good. But yeah, so it's kind of thrown off a lot of the routine, which is fine, you know, that's life, right? But I was reflecting on a few things. So I want to take a gander at the way I've kind of broken up my checklist. You can see my dishes in the sink there. We've got body, mind, spirit, home, or heart and home. And then of course, the challenge to edit video every day. So I broke it up this way because I was thinking about what are these goals? What are the significance of each goal? And I put things in categories that, you know, some of the categories overlap. Obviously, like reading in the morning is a mind, spirit, and heart and home thing for me, you know. Playing music, practicing music, that's a heart, but it's also a spiritual, it's also a mind, it's also a bit of body as well. So these things overlap, but I put them in the category that I thought was best for each thing because I really want to be focusing on my body, my mind, my spirit, my heart, my home life, and I want to challenge myself. So the reason I bring this up, the reason I did this is because today is the halfway mark. Now, I kind of set myself up in kind of a weird position because I actually started a couple of days before the actual 40 days so that I could get practice. And I ended up using those days as actual days because it was good stuff, you know? And so in reality, by the time we hit this video, I think it's going to be 22 days. But that's because I started 2 days early. So I'm glad I did that, but it's kind of like throwing things off a little bit. So I might actually, there's a couple of days where I forgot to do the nightly thoughts, so I might just skip those days. That could probably fix my problem entirely. But yeah, today is the halfway point. This is 20 days. There's 20 days until I'm 40. I've been at this for 20 days. And it's a good time to reflect. It's a good time to say, okay, what's working, what's not? I'll tell you what's not working. Trying to edit a long video every day. That's not working. So I want to sort of pivot a little bit. And I think I want to distill my thoughts very, very succinctly. And I think I want to start making them short reels. That doesn't mean that I won't have the long form YouTube videos necessarily. It's just that I'm not going to focus on those. Mostly because I mean, there's hardly anybody watching them. One's on YouTube, and most of my interaction for 40 days of 40 has been on other platforms. So it's like, okay, now's a good time to say, what should I do moving forward? Halfway point, I think that I want to make much shorter videos and have these thoughts be a lot more succinct and easily digestible for social media, something that I can post as a reel or a TikTok or, whatever, a short on YouTube even. So in order to do that, I really got to pare down my thoughts very, 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 very well. So that means a little bit more planning ahead on my part to think about what I'm going to say. And I think that that's the gold of what I'm doing here. It's like, okay, I've got these goals that I'm trying to accomplish, and I'm going to keep showing you how I'm doing. But the gold for me in this time has been really thinking through what am I going to say and kind of drawing out the lessons and the things that I've learned throughout my years on this planet, and really just what matters to me and what do I want to leave the world with? What message do I want to give to the world? So that's been a really cool and kind of surprising part of this, because even when I started, I was like, oh, maybe I could do like 40 different things that I've never done before. Or like every day I could try something new. Or I didn't know exactly what I wanted to do. I just knew I wanted to do 40 days until I'm 40, make a video, and check off some goals. And I still want to do the goals, and I still want to make the videos. But I've learned that the main part of the video that is most valuable to me is being able to express an idea, share a thought, share some wisdom, give some advice. That has become valuable to me. And I think I want to keep doing that even after the 40 days to 40. I think I want to keep sharing my ideas and my thoughts out there because it's helpful for me. I hope it's helpful for you too, but it's helpful for me to process and really settle into and know what I believe and know who I am. I think it's a good exercise for me. So as long as it's good, a good exercise for me, and as long as it's valuable to people watching, then I think it's worth pursuing. So here's the thought. If you're setting out to do something and you see that it's not working, it's okay to change. Don't be afraid of change. Don't be afraid to try something new if what you're doing is not working. Here's what I'm not saying. I'm not saying give up when things get hard. I'm not saying that to flake out on things. I'm not saying to break commitments. I'm not saying to, be down on yourself. I'm not saying to take the easy path. I'm saying if you're genuinely trying to do something and what you're trying and the effort you're putting in is not yielding the result that you were hoping for or that the result that you think should happen, it's okay to try something new. Try something else. Pivot. Pivot, as they say in Friends. For my Gen X and millennial folks who watch Friends. That's my thought for the evening. That's really it. If you're trying to do something and it's not working out the way you're hoping, try something new. It goes along a little bit with what I said last night, which was to let go of expectation and embrace hope. When you do let go of expectation, you're able to, and you embrace the hope, you're able to see other paths forward, right? And that's where I think I am right now. I'm like, you know what? My hope for this is that it's an encouragement to you and that I am able to process my ideas and my thinking. And so what's the best path? So what's the best path forward for that? What is the best path forward to accomplish that? So if you are finding yourself trying to do something and it's not working out, try something else. Look at it from a different angle. Doesn't mean you have to give up. You just try it a different way. That's it. Okay, bye.